familia? I know it's been a while with that I haven't done a video. Bertha's doing good. Family's doing good. Bertha's up to her 11th. She's going on her 12th week of chemo. Looking good. Aquí siempre traveseando and always informing you about our life. A lot of things has passed by. One of the amazing things today is it's Mavi's birthday. Happy birthday, Mavi. And yesterday, well, let's start with last week. Last week was my mom's anniversary of 8 years being that she passed away. We got together and had a good time. Cemetery. Called Danny and told my dad and told my family about a dream. This dream was an awesome dream. I dreamt that I was with my abuelito, Jojo, my grandma, and Amparo, and we're at a place with a big window facing the ocean, and viendo el mar. And I didn't comprehend that dream. I remember I woke up and crying. I went to the restroom. I started crying. I wanted Danny to hear me cry, or somebody to hear me cry. I moaned a little louder and cried a little more than I had to. I guess I wanted some attention, you know. I wanted my dream to be realized, you know, to come to realize and reality. And Danny didn't wake up. No one woke up. Tried to go to sleep to understand my dream, but I didn't understand it. The dream was that mi abuelito me dijo a mí, mijo, no se te va a olvidar. At that moment, I looked at him. Guess I was asleep watching the news. You know how you fall asleep watching the news, and then it was before Thanksgiving, you know. And I told my dad. Well, I woke up and I told Danny, dream that my grandpa told me, mijo, no se te vaya a olvidar lo que tienes que hacer. And I was like, I don't remember. I don't know what I gotta do. And then I told Danny that morning, told him that my grandpa, he was singing Israel, he was translating, and I was recording him with my camera, my GoPro. And I didn't know he knew how to speak in Israel, and especially didn't know he could sing like John, like Sinatra. And I was amazed. I was shocked. And Amparo was laughing and laughing and laughing and telling me también que don't forget. And then looked at Jojo, and Jojo was like, don't forget. And then I looked at my grandma, and my grandma también, don't forget. And I didn't realize my dream, but in back of my dream, I was with Danny, I was with my dad, I was with Rachel, and I was glancing towards my future, my reality. And like I said, I didn't know where I was at. Yesterday, Saturday, woke up and me and Danny went over there with my dad. We went to El Taquito over there on Hunter Drive. And it was like a deja vu. I've been there a lot lately, you know. And I go, damn, this is like a deja vu. I looked at the window and looked at the thing. I go, me falta the ocean. I go, I remember I was right here. And we ate our menudo. And everybody that knows me, I do eat menudo on Saturday in honor of my grandpa. And my dad told me two things. I was shocked, and I was I was just like, wow, you know. He told me something crazy. In our family, something normal. You know, man, I can't believe that back in the day, people will get an olla and buy menudo by the olla. I'm like, guess you don't know us. We do it every Saturday at Berta's, and we used to do it at my grandpa's. Remember, everybody, Saturdays for menudo, right? That's what Cueva's house is always served. And at Berta's always served. We're keeping up with that tradition. So I told my dad, I didn't want to tell him that that's our costumbre, our ways of doing our rituals on Saturday. I told him, well, we still do it, Dad. People still buy the menudo by ollas. He was shocked. And it was awesome. It was awesome that me, Danny, and my dad, we ate. And like I said, it was like a deja vu. And I asked my dad, I go, Dad, for whatever reason, do you know what did I forget? And he said no. So I came back, and we have our Christmas party at Pachanga. And I don't know why it's to go alone. It's a distance. It's like a almost 2-hour drive. And if I go to the Christmas party alone, I'm not gonna be able to have fun, drink, and it's a dangerous drive, you know. So I was like, you know what? Not really too fond of going, you know. And I made all the excuses. I invited a girlfriend, like a friend. I invited Mavi. I put it all in the obvious. I invited Rachel. And not to be over exaggerating, but Rachel always says yeah, and then she'll make an excuse, or something happened, something came up. And I was like, you know what, I invited her. And then I told her, we're in the cemetery with my mom last week, and then I told Danny, and Danny goes, hey, I'll go. And I told him, I go, why, if you guys want to go, let's go. So the whole week passed by, and I kept in my mind, wanted to go, but not go. I made excuses. I made really excuses. I made really excuses, and I honestly wanted not to go, you know. I made every single excuse not to go. And the day got close. Like, they got close, and yesterday I told Rachel, on Friday, I told Rachel, hey, you still want to go or no? And she went to Minnesota, and she had just barely got back from the airport and everything. I said, she's gonna tell me no, she's tired, or she got sick, or an excuse. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the excuse. And she said, yeah, I want to go. So I told her, okay, then we're gonna leave at 4 o'clock on Saturday. So that's how I woke up, and I went to have breakfast with my brother and my dad. And it was nice. It was nice. And along the way, I picked up my car. So I crashed it again. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to the junkyard. What's a better day to go to the junkyard and remember your grandpa? And he had a message for me. So I went to the junkyard. I got to walk in the junkyard, and got my hands greased up y toda la cosa, you know. And made an excuse, my boss and everybody, don't forget, you know, come early and la la la. And I said, all right. So I knew Rachel was going, and I told her 4 o'clock. And I went and to the junkyard, ended up buying a door, and coming back and putting the hood on my thing, got my hands greased up, and got myself a little dirty, toda la cosa. And then proceeded, because I had an appointment at 4 o'clock to go fix the door, and the same appointment that I had with Rachel. So I seen Danny in the house, and Danny told me, hey, how come you didn't tell me that it's this weekend, your Christmas party? I said, well, I didn't really want to tell nobody. I really didn't want to go, because I knew that Rich is going to get his. He goes, no, I want to go. I said, what? He goes, yeah, I want to go. And I'm like, all right then, well, call Rachel and tell her that I'll be here at 5 o'clock. Let me go handle my business, you know? And I had bought a door, and they put the wrong door in my car. And so we had to take it off, and we had to build it up back again, you know? And it's the wrong color, right, everybody? So I was already like getting mad, getting frustrated. And I'm like thinking in my mind, making an excuse not to go to the Christmas party. And I said, if they forget or whatever, Danny likes to be not a grouch, but he gets frustrated, and he'll be a little enfadoso, you know. He knows how to route me up and get all mad, you know. So I said, he's gonna get mad, he's gonna cancel. And I originally thought I was gonna fix my car and I'd drive up to Pachanga on it. And sure enough, 4 o'clock came, boom. I was fucking amazed and surprised that Richard goes, hey, I'm already here. Well, no, I'm coming. And I told, okay, I'm almost ready. And I said, we're gonna be 30 minutes putting the door. Well, those 30 minutes turned into almost 2 hours. So I'm over there in the middle of the street, door down, no hood, no bumper, no grill, no nada. And they're having a party right there. Some black people with the jumper, and they're on a Suburban with speakers, and it's wrapped, and I guess it's like a arcade van or truck, SUV, and people are on the ceiling of the Suburban. They're cruising, they're bumping, and all kinds of people are coming to the party. Like I said, it's in a junkyard, and it's in a ghetto place. There's fucking, you know, a taquero and a catering truck, and there's a homeless, and there's junkyards, and I would never think of having a party there, you know. And they made it happen. They put the biggest jumper you could ever imagine. There's like 4 jumpers into one. That's how huge that jumper was. And I'm there with my phone with the flashlight, all. Next thing you know, it turns to 5 o'clock. So then I get a call from Rachel. He's like, hey, are you almost here? I'm already waiting for you. And I'm like, shit. This guy was, we had the door, everything taken apart. And there's no way I'm gonna make it. So I didn't have the strength to tell her, forget about it, it's not gonna happen. I really need to fix my door mejor, and she said, okay, I'm waiting for you. How long? ETA. That's out 30 minutes. I thought she was gonna get mad, forget about it, you know. I thought Danny's gonna say forget about it, you know. So they say okay. So I start pushing the guys. We start getting dirty from my hands and all. And about 30 minutes, compose myself, and I tell the guy that, hey, you know what, let's just finish it up tomorrow. And the guy doesn't want to understand. The guy is like trying to finish, but then his phone's ringing. I guess it's God, you know, pushing him that he has to go do something. And one way or another, it leads that it says, okay, let's compromise and we'll do it tomorrow. I said, okay, cool. And so I start throwing everything in the car. If you can imagine, I threw a big door. I threw everything. It's not armado on the car. One way or another, we put the glass on the window, and I shut the door and couldn't open it again. I can't get out of the car, so now I get to the passenger. So I'm driving, and Richard goes, hey, 30 minutes are up. He goes, give me another 15 minutes. Ain't no way I'm gonna make it from Alameda and Firestone to the house in 15 minutes. I don't know why I have that problem in life, that I can't tell people I'm gonna be the 40, 30, 40, 50 minutes. It might be longer, whatever. I'm always cutting time and putting stress on myself because I'm scared sometimes, or it's easier for me to keep extending time than to tell them reality. Because if I tell them reality, people would probably say, you know what, forget about it, you know? So I got 15 minutes. I got every single red light, traffic, and I'm driving. I was willing to come without a door, without a fender, without a hood, and all from Alameda over here. One way or another, we put a couple tornillos and got in the car and I drove. And as I'm driving, in 15 minutes are up, I told Danny, you know what? I'm 15 minutes more. And he was like, all right. But can you do me a favor? Which he's sometimes a grouchy guy. Can you go get me my cologne? If I could smell at least good. I really wanted him to plancharme mi camisa and everything, the one I was intended to do in the beginning. So I didn't have the strength to piss him off more, you know. So sure enough, I got there in 15 minutes, and I was already like not worried, but a little anxiety and a little. I said they're gonna be mad. They're gonna tell me forget about it, and they're gonna want to pick a fight with me. So I was already like, well, whatever happens, you know. No, on the contrary, Rachel and Danny is like they were excited and happy and didn't throw stones at me or judge me or criticize me or tell me that I'm late or nah. They're excited. So I jumped in the car, no argument, no nada, and we proceeded. Even Richard got off the driver's and went to the back seat, and along the way I told Rachel, do you know the message? And she's like, what message? I said, do you know the message? Or I drowned this and this and this and that, and you were there too. And she's like, no. I go, look, it's weird. It's a weird day. I got to eat breakfast with my dad. Deja vu. I got to go to the junkyard. The last place I expected to be. And now I was on the road with Rachel, me and Danny, which we haven't been in a car together in say 20, 30 years. It's crazy how we got in the same car, technically without planning it or organizing it. And something came out of my heart, and I told them that I took Bertha, my mom, and my grandma to Pachanga, because Danny didn't know where we were gonna have the Christmas party, and he's like, what was the ETA? And I said 2 hours. And he goes, oh, Pachanga, like damn, Pachanga. And we proceeded to drive, and then I asked Rachel again. I told her the dream, which she was aware of the dream, But I told her, you were there, Rachel. And I got to hug my grandpa. Andaba con su camisa blanca. And I got to hug him and todo. I cried and todo. And he told me. And my dad también me había platicado de Amparo. And everybody that I dreamed of was in that dream was there. And one way or another, it all the puzzle came together. And I told them, hey, you know what? The last thing that I did before me and my grandpa went to the hospital, went to the junkyard. So I had grease in my hands. I didn't want to touch Danny's car or nada. Grease in my pants. I wanted to change, but I didn't. I was wearing a tighter shirt that I wanted to go to the party with. And I told Rachel, it's the craziest thing. I go, let's make a pact between me, you, and Danny. And Rachel was like, no. And Danny goes, I'm not going to give you half the money that I win. I go, I think we're going to win the slot machine. We're going to win big, the jackpot. So we all got excited. And we started talking about what my mom used to say. We started talking about bingo and the slot machines, how we used to take her, and how she used to hide from us, and how she used to whisper to us que no quería que nadie supiera when she won y todo. And we started talking about the tickets and the stuff that she used to do so we won't notice her when she won, you know? And my grandma igual, and my grandpa también. So in the car, us three started having a conversation, which is, like I said, 20, 30 years minimum, we haven't been in a car together. Okay, and that's minimum, right? Probably the last time we've been in a car together was when we went to go visit my dad. That's a long time ago. Brian, you were a baby. And Georgie, también. It was probably like under a year. And that's the last time probably we've been in a car together. Us three of us, you know? Can't imagine me, Danny, Linda, and Rachel. Four of us, it's like. But three of us, us three, we went to go visit my mom in New Mexico y todo. And we've been through a lot of stories we could talk about. Well, coming back to the story over here. So I go, hey, I'm my grandpa, todo greased up. And I told Danny, hey, you know what? Open up your sunroof. Rachel was cold. I just wanted to see the stars. I wanted to see something special, you know? A shooting star or something. And Danny goes, well, open it up. I go, nah, Danny, I got my hands greased up. I got in the car. And I've been using the phone to not dirty your car. And I was expecting him to get mad or say don't touch my car or pick a fight with me. He didn't say nada. And we started talking. So I go, I'm my grandpa de la buena suerte. We started talking how they were tramposos y todo en el bingo, how they know the peoples and tramposos, you know. Bingo's a tramposo game. And I go, I'm a grandpa. I went to the junkyard and I'm dirty. And Danny go, well, I'm a mom, you know. And sure enough, you know, he was my mom. And the only left was my grandma, and Rachel was in the back falling asleep. Obviously, everybody knows my grandma. My grandma falls asleep. And so we all like had their ghost in our souls. And I started telling them, we used to play when we were young, red car, blue car, I see you first. We used to, when we were going to Pachanga and all that, my mom, my grandma, and Bert, everybody, my grandpa, they start getting excited. And the first sign you see, it's a sign Well, the first sign was a BMW Pachanga. I said, we're gonna win jackpot, everybody. And me, Danny, and Rachel are excited, and we're like, all right. And then I told Rachel, me, my mom, and my grandma, my grandpa también, and Berta, we always had a tell, like, hey, if you win a jackpot, what are you gonna do? And obviously my mom will be like, I'm not gonna tell nobody, because then everybody's gonna want my money, todo. And if I do win the jackpot, because I'll play a bingo all year long. My grandma también, she gets all excited. Y digo, ay, qué bueno que voy a tener dinero para jugar bingo todos los días, todo el año. You know, she gets all like, oh yeah, excited. And my grandpa, oh, I'll share it with all you guys, help everybody, which is a lie. He'll go to the casino and bingo and have a good time. But it was awesome that we were rejoicing and remembering them on that day, you know. So we started conversating and having conversations how we're gonna spend the jackpot, yes, que witty, wada. And we started seeing signs. Today's your night. Don't forget to play your lucky slots. And we started seeing all kinds of billboards along the way. And we said, we're humble, but we started dreaming. And that's when we made a pact. Me, Danny, and Rachel, we made a pact, and I told them, hey, if we win a jackpot in our rest of our lifetime, we get to do this again. And Danny goes, yeah. Rachel goes, yeah. I go, because we're brothers, you know. We're already getting towards the older ages of our lives, you know. I know we're always going to be together, and we're always going to be around each other. But it was an awesome experience being in the car with my family members, you know, my siblings, and having fun, enjoy it all. And sure enough, guess what? Rachel started falling asleep, and me and Danny had like a bond one another, and we were talking about my mom and dad. And sure enough, we get to Pachanga. And you gotta understand that Danny used to take my mom and their Berta, Big Berta, and everybody to Pachanga, Saboa, Morongo, Vegas, you know, casinos, bingos, you know. And we started reminiscing on when was the last time that we were there with them, you know, and how tired it was. Danny goes, man, I have to babysit, we'll drive all this time just to be there 2-3 hours, and frustrated. So Danny doesn't like to play slot machine. Because even though if I had money, I wouldn't waste it on that. You know, that's when Danny and everybody, you can say we don't have the money that we have now, you know. And we'll wait for them, and then they're like, okay, se parecen, and instead of 2-3 hours, now it's 4 or 5 hours, you know. And they're prolonging it, están escondiendo, and we started talking about how they are cuando ganan, or fuchi, vete para allá, you're bad luck, you're always, you know. And at the end of the thing, me and Danny started realizing how much we really miss them, you know, how much we really had to do with their lives, you know. Well, me and my grandma and Berta, we got to go to Pachanga. This was about 9 years ago, and it's a long time. It seems like yesterday. My mom already has 80 years passed away, you know. But I guess if we bring in her memory, todo, it was better. Well, we had a good time. My mom ended up winning, and my grandma ended up winning. The only one that lost was Berta. And back then, well, Berta le tocaba pagar la gasolina and the food and everything, you know. So she really, but we enjoyed our our time right there in Pachanga, and me and my grandma, we separamos. There's a video of us. We're with the mariachis, and we're eating the buffet. And my mom and all them, they didn't want to eat, just go play bingo. And birthday igual. But my grandma always taught us, mejor comido que bien servido. Que después, don't be like Miguel and my grandpa and like Jojo. They'll have thousands of dollars and forget to eat. And then after they lose the thousands of dollars, they'll be hungry begging for food, you know? You know? So we all decided, me and my grandma, to eat first before we lose all our winnings, you know? Take a break, notice what you got, your winning streak, you're good, salte, levántate. Well, we got to Pachanga, me, Rachel, and Danny, and we had a good time. I think they had an awesome time. They didn't feel out of place or nada. I introduced them to everybody. I wanted to introduce Danny, this beautiful girl. Her name is Jennifer. Hot body, todo. She's 33. But Danny, he wasn't up to it. He said he was too full. We ate steaks, turkey. Danny ate like 4 or 5 steaks and 2-3 slices of turkey. And the mashed potato was awesome. And the cupcake, everything was like good. So we had a good meal. We parked in Valet, first of all, right, everybody? So we didn't have to park far or not. And we got to the thing. We entered the place. And you can only invite one person. I invited my brother and my sister. Told my boss. The boss didn't even care. He's like, the more the better, you know? And we didn't win nothing. And me and Rich, obviously, we had mojitos and Long Islands all night long. Drank like about 8. Richard drank like about 5 or 6. And we were giving, it was awesome. I asked Rachel to let's go dance. She's like, nah. I said, all right, then let's not dance. Let's go do what we came for. Let's go win jackpot. So me and Danny started walking, and Danny goes, oh, this is a spot over here that my mom likes. And so I started going, and then it's like a deja vu. We were in the same spot, and my mom, my grandma, told us they like playing. My mom used to like playing the penny machines. And I like being next to the bar though, because I'm not really a player, right? And I like the music, the vibes, and checking out the people and all, you know? And I enjoy more seeing people win than playing, you know? So I started recording my video y toda la cosa. So I had gave Rachel $40 so she could play for us. And her cheapskate, she only put $5. In total $7, right? And she put I told her my mom likes playing those machines. And the Lucky 7 machines, everybody that knows. And it was at the right place that Danny used to bring my mom and all, and same thing for me. So I proceeded to play. And I started doing my videos y toda la cosa, you know? I'm enjoying it, and we're here to honor my mom and my grandpa's and all. And sure enough, Rachel starts winning. Not jackpot, nada de eso. And I turned around. I go to the restroom. I was drinking, so I just kept going to the restroom. And when I got back, Rachel kept winning again and winning again and winning again and winning again and winning again. And she was up to like $140. Then Danny was playing. And Danny lost 2 times. And he had a voucher, 19 cents, and another one of 23 cents left. And he inserted it into Rachel's machine. That's when Rachel started winning. And I was like, why you putting things? He goes, no. The first one I put in, she started winning. We put the next one, and she really started winning. Well, I messed up. like glance somewhere else and not really be like into the I mean, I was just seeing she's winning. She's up to $100 and something, you know. And Danny tells Rachel, stop. Rachel was about to push the button again, the dial, to keep playing. Then he goes, cash out. I'm like, why? Cash out, Rachel. And Danny's one of those persons that doesn't want you to, he doesn't tell you. He wants you to notice and to pay attention. And Rachel looks down, and it's exactly my mom's birthday, which is a 117, so $117, and she was born on the 57, exactly her birthday. We were there to win jackpot. We were there to honor them. Well, guess what? One in a lifetime that there's no odds. There's no odds to make that money. Because everything's in twos. Remember this, everybody. Everybody's in twos. But because it's a penny machine, we have a crazy ad. Well, we ended up cashing out the money, and it was better than winning a jackpot. We knew that that day it was going to be a magical moment for us. Not only did we go on Danny's car, well, Danny's car is 1157, you know, which is my mom's birthday, the plates. Not only did we go on the 57th day, the war of Israel, not only did we win my mom's exact birthday, but we had an awesome time. We didn't argue. We didn't, you know, the craziest thing is, which I didn't tell Danny, some guy out of the blues gave me 3 Rochers. And you know what the funniest thing is? I love Rochers. My mom loves Rochers. Someone gave me 3 exact Rochers. So I opened up the, I gave 1 Rocher to Danny, 1 Rocher to Rachel, 1 Rocher to me. And they haven't realized that someone gave me those Rochers. I didn't bring it up. Well, last night we were coming back, and not only all the magical things, but we got home at 1:17, everybody. 1:17 on the 57th day of Israel. I didn't even realize it. My God, I didn't realize it. Wow, last night, also getting home. Oh my God, I don't know. And not only did I realize it, but what you call it? Wow, that's a brainer. We went to McDonald's, but McDonald's was closed. So Danny doesn't really like Jack in the Box. So we drove to Jack in the Box and we bought my mom's breakfast jack. So we ate 3 breakfast jacks. And we got home and we seen our manager and we told them all the odds and everything. And well, after that, obviously I went to sleep. Obviously, my mom came and did a visit to me, and she told me 57 stands for my birthday. 1957, but if you take just the 57, my birthday is 7-5. Turn around 57 is 7-5. And right now, when I thought Danny was gonna go berserk, everybody. Well, that's the story. Us brothers and sisters and bonding with our siblings, you know. And it's a magic. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys for bringing life. Not only yesterday was Mavi's birthday. I thank God that God blesses us and tells us everything, you know. Well, hopefully we have another chapter in our life. So everybody, peace out. Thank you for allowing me to express my feelings.